going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev2323, TREV2323. Subscribe, like, and share. Today I'm working on the tanks downstairs, and I wanted to show you this. We got this little Placostomus for the 55, and actually I rigged a LED light for this side, just a constant LED light. We'll see how that works out, but it does light up this side. But you'll see all that algae growth, that is constantly growing on this tank because of that LED light right there. It's not all the way turned sideways. That LED light right there. That LED light causes so much algae that we got a Placostomus in this tank now, and there's a Chinese algae eater somewhere in this mess. See, there's the big, these things are huge, these crayfish. Look at that crayfish right there, how big it is. There he's doing his job, trying to earn his keep. I really don't think he'll be able to keep up. I gotta put this one on timer. But what I wanted to actually shoot a video on is I bought some more stones for the back of the tanks right there. See how, like, look at, once in a while a little bubble comes up, little bubble comes up, little bubble comes up. It seems like there's a lot of bubbles in there, but just, so I don't know if the pump's actually going bad or if the stones are just getting plugged up. So I bought some other stones, because look at this one right here. Right there. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the stones. Also stay in touch, because I got some habaneros, scotch bonnet, scorpion, and ghost peppers that I'm going to be growing. So I'm going to pull one of these out right here and then change that out, and then we'll see if it makes a difference. Nothing too intensive. I'm just going to pull it out, put one of these on, and put it back in. So I'll be right back with you. See, look at the top of this one right here. See all the bubbles it's creating? And then the top of this one right here. Like barely any bubbles. And this right here, I'm doing the partial anyways, but look what these meatheads did. They always uncover this whole plate. Completely uncovered. They put all the rocks all to one side, and they come, and this is where they sleep at over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a partial on this today. This is hilarious. Now I put a brand new air stone on this side. Look what happened. Look how good that one's working. But there's so much air coming out of that side that this one completely stopped working. So now I gotta change the air stone on this side. Gotta be kidding me. Now I changed the air stone on that side, and I got all the bubbles on that side and zero bubbles on that side. You gotta be kidding me. So now I gotta go down to the chain gang down here, and I gotta adjust these to get bubbles going on both of them. So righty tighty, lefty loosey on the chain gang down here. I feel like I got that one all the way up and nothing's coming out, so let me balance these out and I'll be right back with you. Alright, there we go. Got them balanced out right there. That one and that one right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some of the rocks back where they belong. Believe it or not, these algae eaters are not working. There's two algae eater Placostomus and they're not doing nothing. I want to mix up the tank, put all this dirt, gravel back over there, and there's a big difference. Look at the big difference in the bubbles coming up now with just new air stones. There was only one side of them working. I put two new air stones and I had to rebalance it out. So the air stone's been there for maybe about 9 months, and I just switched them out. So if you haven't switched out your air stones, switch out your air stones. And I'm gonna tackle some of this algae that I say. You know what? I really think all this algae keeps this tank so clear, but this $19 LED light has a whole bunch of algae. So I'm gonna clean some of that off right now, because it's like live algae. Dude, look, this is like super algae. You know, I'm draining the water in the tank. I mixed up the water. This algae, even scrubbing, is not coming off. I'm gonna need a green monster. I told you this LED light causes so much algae. And normally I don't mind the algae growing, but I was thinking the Placostomuses just weren't doing their job. But all this green algae on the front of this tank is like, you gotta scrub it off with my nails. See? To get it off, it's like with the regular tank scrubber, it's not coming off. So I gotta get you know, the Marine Corps used to call them the green monsters, the green scrubbies to get this off. Now this is the green monster. Those green scrub pads. it's more stiffer than the regular fish tank one. I don't know if you can see the difference from there, but it's coming off really good with this one. But you gotta stick your whole hand in the water. So scrub, 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 I'm gonna go. Alright, I drained it all the way down where they weren't freaking out as bad. They did freak out some, but not as bad. So I fill it up right now. First, I'm using my Python. I cleaned as much algae off of that as I possibly could. And I mean, the water is actually always very clean in this tank. I just started growing algae on the outside, and I haven't done a partial in a long time. I'm telling you, all this got is an under gravel filter, and it got that on the back. And with all that algae, it appeared to keep this tank nice and clean for long periods of time. But I took a lot of the algae off. Well, I'm telling you, with this LED light, it's gonna keep growing again really fast. So this is kind of just a quick tune-up on this tank. I got this tank to do that I have to do, but not today, because it does take quite a while to do a partial on a 125-gallon tank. This is my large pacu. Little squishy. And these are the Hawaiian gold tilapia, but majority of them I would say are males. There's probably 2 females and the rest are males in here. I haven't done a partial on this tank in a while either. Out of all these tanks, the 2 stinkiest tanks that I have are the the heck is that thing? Oh, the garter snake tank. The garter snake tanks are pretty nasty, to tell you the truth. And this tank right here, this is the marble crayfish. These guys are girls. These girls are just nasty, 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 dirty, dirty, dirty. So these things right here are one of the nastiest tanks that I have to deal with. That one's doing real fine. That's the Placostomus we just put in. The algae, see that algae down there? That was the algae I peeled off the other tank. Look how nice and green it is. And I put it in there because these are vegetarians, so they do eat algae also. Alright, so I'm just going to fill this tank up, and then I got, I'll do the pacu tank tomorrow probably. Either pacu or the tilapia tank tomorrow. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.